Hello my friends, and welcome once again to another episode of Tony's Comfort Kitchen, the home of comfort food. Right, today I am going to be doing a Mexican dish which is called the Picadillo. Now Picadillo is it's kind of recipe that there's no correct way to cook it, there's no incorrect way to cook it, there's just your way, or in this case my way. I'm saying it's Mexican. It's probably a dish that's found in every country throughout Central and Southern America, and I've even seen versions of it from the likes of the Philippines and places like that. So, but we're not doing their version, we're doing my version. Right, for the ingredients, we start off with 400 grams of floury potatoes, 500 grams of minced beef, I think there's 180 grams of mixed red and green peppers. We have 1 onion chopped up, we have 60 grams of raisins. We have the spices. Now the spices are a level teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of coriander, and a heaped teaspoon of smoked paprika. Then on top of that we have nearly 700 milliliters of chicken stock. I probably won't use all that, I won't use anywhere near that, I don't think, we'll see. And about how much tomato? About 120 milliliters of tomato puree, plus some salt, and we'll need a tablespoon of olive oil for the potatoes and a tablespoon to cook everything else. And that's it, I think, so we'll crack on with it. For the potatoes, we will peel them and dice them, and then cook them in boiling water until they're 90% cooked. You don't want to fully cook them. Then we will cool them down and then fry them. There is a debate in this dish. Some people say you fry the potatoes and then add them to the dish at the end. Others say you cube them up, as I'm going to do, and stick them straight into the sauce and cook them in there. But I'm going to fry these, but I'm not going to add them at the very end. I'm actually going to put them in about 5 minutes before the end. So it's kind of a mixture of both worlds. And so we'll crack on with that right now. Right, the potatoes have been cooling down now for about 20 minutes, so we'll start to fry them. Now I'd fry them on a medium heat, so don't overcook them. We don't want them to be super brown. That nice sort of golden colour would be preferable. Okay, these look ready, so we can put them to one side and get on with the rest of the dish. Right, we'll put the meat in now. I didn't actually use any more of the oil. There was enough left over, so just 1 tablespoon of oil in the dish rather than 2. Now then, we just need to break up the meat. Make sure it's all brown before we put in the rest of the ingredients. This is really good quality beef. I hope you can hear me above the noise of this. I think it's about 15% fat. I tried to get 5%, but they only had it in the 350 gram packs, so this is fine, this is good. Okay, so the mince is cooked now. Put in the onions. Peppers. And let them cook down. Look at those lovely colours. Okay, so the peppers are starting to wilt down now. So we'll add, first of all, spices. Let those cook into the ingredients just for a few seconds. And then we'll add the raisins. Oh, the smell from those spices. If only we had smelly vision. Oh, the colour and the smell is just fantastic. Right, we will now add the tomato puree. As usual, let it cook down a little bit, cook out the rawness of it, and then we'll put in the stock. Okay, so here it goes. I haven't put it all in, but I can always add some later on. I don't think I'll need to. We'll let that cook down until it's starting to get nice and thickened, and then we'll add the potatoes. I always cook more potatoes than I would really need because I eat them as I'm cooking. Nom nom. Oh yeah. Now then, I've decided, because I like a bit of heat, to put 2 chilies in. I've sliced them so they'll release their heat. I don't have to eat them all, but I'll say I do like it's hot. But even without these chilies, it'll have a bit of a kick with the amount of smoked paprika, isn't it? It all depends on how hot you like your dishes. It is Mexican after all. Okay, so it's reduced down quite a bit. Now it's time to put in the potatoes. As I say, I've put the potatoes in about 5 minutes before the end of the cooking. So even though they've been fried, they still soak up some of the juices from the sauce. That's what I'm trying to say. I think a lot of people, when they fry the potatoes, they put them on literally as the dish is finishing. So this is still getting some of the sauce soaked into the potatoes. Anyway, I know what I mean. Like I said, the debate is whether you don't need to fry the potatoes. You can just put them in, and they will cook in the sauce as the whole dish is cooking. and people say that's the better way, but I don't know. I just like the potatoes to be a little bit crisp, still soak up the juices. Okay, my friends, this is going to be good. Oh. So tasty, so tasty. It has a kind of like a warm depth to it from the smoked paprika and the cinnamon. It's got a sweetness to it, partly from the red peppers, but also from the raisins that went into it as well. And I suppose the cinnamon sometimes can sweeten it up. Fantastic, fantastic dish. You must try this. Next time you want to make a Mexican dinner, don't try the same chili or chili con carne that you've made for years and years and years. Try this. I'm not kidding. You will love it. I mean, it's a little bit like a chili con carne. There's no beans in it, but there's potatoes in it. It's just a little bit different, you know. But please give it a go and let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm dying to know what everyone thinks of these dishes when they cook them for themselves. But in the meantime, you know what to do. You need to comment, like, no, hang on, what is it? Like, comment, subscribe. That's it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. And until then, my friends, you know what it is. It's peace and love, people. Peace and love.